what I'm saying is I wouldn't pay an arm and a leg for her. Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today we are unboxing these Erika and Maho figures. These are the more streetwear looking type figures by Kotobukiya. I already unboxed the Nonna and Katusha that are very similar to these two, and similar in fashion, these two actually are displayed together quite nicely. So I'm excited to open these up. I feel like if I don't unbox these now on camera, I just never will. So these are two little railroad containers. Basically, these are for N-scale model trains. I don't have any of those. I was just curious to see what these were like because I've seen these go up a lot on AmiAmi for pre-order. They're never really expensive, and I just kind of was curious as to what they were, how big they were. I mean, I know what an N-scale train is, so I knew they weren't going to be very big. But I was curious to see how the artwork looked on these, just for giggles. I don't collect N-scale, as I said. My brother did for a while, so I might just go ahead and give these to him. Not that he has any idea what Girls and Panzer is, other than all the crap that I've told him. So I have not spoiled any of Das Finale Part 4 for myself. Have I seen Das Finale Part 3? I've seen 2. I'm someone who will rewatch them all whenever I get to the newest one. So on the front, it looks like you have the girls, and on the back you have their tanks, which is pretty cool. I really like the design of these. I like the lightning bolts. They look pretty bad. And I'm glad I got them because now I know I just never need to buy any of these ever again. I mean, unless it's like a character I really want, or an artwork I really want. But they kind of are pointless, I guess, if you don't have the trains, which makes sense. They are cute though. I mean, there's little pieces of plastic with decals on them. I don't know. I think they're kind of cute. If there is one that you're like, oh no, I missed out on it. It seems like they come out quite often. I don't know if these will be re-released because they're specific for Das Finale Part 4, but who knows? Next thing before we move on is actually the shirt. I am swimming in this shirt, and there's a reason for that. This was on sale for $4 on AmiAmi, and I had stuff coming anyways, so I went ahead and I was like, let's just throw it in the package. And yeah, it's nice. It's actually up for pre-order again right now if you are interested. At least last I checked, it was still up for pre-order. So they were just getting rid of their old ones, and they happen to have this one. I think this is like an XL or an XXL. I just snagged it because it was so cheap, and I'll wear it to do housework and stuff, so I was like, let's go. But on to the reason why you all are here. I got this Maho figure off of AmiAmi in C-rated condition. She is CB, which means her box is in pretty good condition, but she is broken. And over here we have Erika, who I got off of Yahoo Auctions for fairly cheap because her box is destroyed. I think she's okay, and she does happen to have the extra faceplate and arm piece, which was very important to me. The Maho, to save money, I went ahead and not only did I buy her broken, but I got her without the extra faceplate because I didn't think it was that important. Erika, though, I was seeking out the extra arm piece, and you'll see why. So let's go ahead and start with Maho here because I'm really curious as to what is broken with her. I actually got her like probably a year and a half ago at this point. I told you guys, I have a hoard, and the hoard slowly gets open. I'm in no rush. This is why I choose Surface, because I'm not opening things anyways. Someone commented on one of my videos recently and was like, you need to be more careful. You're not wrong. This is the sharpest knife I own, probably. My Canon knife. Let's go ahead and open her up. Alright, I think it's something with her leg, and last time I had one that I bought in C-rated condition had an issue with her leg. It was the Darjeeling, the Maid Cafe one that I ended up painting. It's in there, but not the painted one. The painted one's I'll just grab it. It was just this simple. It was her sand. So I just glued it into place and then it was fixed. The fact that things are in C condition for such simple things and save you money is fantastic and something that I highly suggest you all take advantage of. But on to Maho here. Let's see. Well, she's already like kind of attached to her base. Similar to the Nonna and Katusha one, the bag is separate, which I do quite like. And I will say the shading on this bag is really nice. It's very well done, just like how Nonna's was. You can tell, especially when you look at things like the buckle and how it has the little notch painted so well. It stays within the lines. I think that the shading on the bag is really well done. This is very similar to what I experienced with the Nonna unboxing. So hopefully this is good. So this is actually what I expected with the Darjeeling figure. This leg is not attached to her. Yeah, that's where it's not attached. Well, How interesting. I mean, it's really not that big a deal. You're not even gonna know. I don't even have to fix it, actually, because she stands fine. I saved a bunch of money just for that little thing that doesn't even freaking matter. I love this jacket. I want this jacket really bad. I actually want this whole outfit in real life. This is really, really, really cute. Her shirt is shaded so well. Even the little ripple kind of like under her boobs, that looks so good. Everything about this looks fantastic. It looks like real clothing and I love it. I also do like that there's not tons of shading in the black because there just doesn't need to be, but I do think that there's a little bit. I do think there's something there. The skirt looks really well done too. I like how in the front it's not just straight down. You can see a little bit of wrinkling in the fabric. I think it looks really, really nice. The shading on the stockings is also really nice. Over to her shoes, as per usual Girls and Panzer style, there is a gloss on the shoes, which I always love. We also have really well painted laces, and the little gold touches where the shoelaces are strung together look really, really good. You can see there's a little place for the peg on her shoulder here, which we just put the purse nicely in that, and you don't even see that that's there. Wow. And then you just move the purse strap into her hand. She looks awesome. I think this figure is really well done and I highly recommend her. The thing though with this figure is that it does tend to go for a lot of money, but I can absolutely 100% see why. That's one of the reasons I did find her broken, is because she was a lot cheaper that way, and I'm all about saving money within this very expensive hobby. I guess what I'm saying is I wouldn't pay an arm and a leg for her. Overall, I have to say I really recommend her. The base isn't the most impressive thing out there. It does, however, match the Nonna base for the Nonna and Katusha ones. As you can see, the patterns on the floor are very similar. They're a little bit of a different shade, I will say, but I think that's okay. I mean, you're not meant to display these two together necessarily. It's just that they're similar. Yeah, Katusha, sorry. You can go back over here. You're not really relevant right now. But yeah, so that's a thing. That's interesting. I don't know. Moving on to Erika. So this person said, they were like, the box is a little bit destroyed, like horrible, but it has a box. The thing is, I don't save the boxes, so personally, as a collector who doesn't have the room to save boxes, I didn't really care as long as there was the figure. So let's go ahead and get this open. Oh, I didn't even look at the inside of Maho's box. My bad. Hold on. Let's go back and do that. So this is the inside of Maho's box. It's very pretty. I like things like this because you can use them as backdrops. I've talked about that before. This actually probably would fit in there, and I might go ahead and swap out the one I put in there, which is the maroon one. It's in the back. I don't know if you can see that, but it's back there. I do really appreciate when boxes have very simple scenery and stuff like this because you can use them as backdrops behind your figures. I think it looks really pretty. And yeah, that's Maho's. Sorry I didn't go through that initially. Likewise, here's her box. I'm doing things a little out of order today, I guess. And it looks pretty good. I mean, I really don't care, to be totally honest. It's a fine box. There's nothing really that special about it. This is my favorite part of it, is that you can see the artwork on the one side. And Erika's box is, again, destroyed. But here it is in all its glory. Again, I like that you can see the picture on the side where it's just her drawn versus the figure. The artwork that the figure is based off of, that's how you'd word that. Oh, I just... Well, I didn't need it anyways, so whatever. They both have the same inside box. The only difference is the little piece on the bottom being blue versus red. And a good thing in my case, because it looks like Erika's had someone take a little chomp out of it. So here is Erika. These are the contents. These are just kind of hidden behind here, but you have her umbrella, which I quite like. It's got the Korimorimine colors, the black with the subtle red stripe. And then we have the extra pieces, which I was very, very, very dead set on getting for this figure. So first, let's go ahead and deal with her. Oh, that's metal. Did you hear that? The umbrella piece is metal. That's why they're two separate pieces. Ooh, I feel like that's very special. Put that on there. Oh geez, there goes her arm. Her outfit's so cute. Oh, she looks really, really cute. I popped her head off immediately. Of course I did. I love her little backpack. Again, the zipper is so well painted. Actually, both are, because you can take her top off. You can take her head off. Oh, that sounded a lot more mischievous than it meant to. And from taking her head off, we can see the line work on the collar. It looks really smooth, really good. The buttons look fantastic, both on her dress as well as her jacket. Something else I just want to point out in regards to level of detail. The jacket, on the one side, you have these flat buttons. On the other side, the paint actually has a little raised button in the middle, as if they were real buttons they have to snap together. I love that detail. It's such a little thing that didn't need to be there, but they did so anyways. Same with the little buttons on her dress. They have these little X's actually grooved in there, or embossed. Embossed? No? Debossed. Debossed. Right, that's what it's up, not down. Someone understands what I'm talking about. Everyone else is like scratching their heads like, what the fuck are you talking about? I do see with mine there is a little bit of a problem with the paint on her shirt area. It's not bad, it's just there. I wouldn't really notice it otherwise. The shading I think is very subtle, but I think it actually adds a very nice smooth touch to this figure. The shoes are fine. I don't think they're really that impressive or not impressive. I will say where the laces lace up, the painting's a little weird. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I can't say I could do any better. It does look like versus Maho's that it's a little bit messier, but I also think that's because Maho's laces were the same color as her shoe, whereas these are white. So it really stands out when something looks even just a little bit off. The shading on her legs is really, really well done. And I love this little pole here. It's very pretty, it's very well sculpted, it's kind of random, and I love it. I think it's neat. I like that the bases go together, but they're not the same. I think for both the girls, the faces look really, really good. I think the hair sculpts are really well done too, with just the slight bit of shading that kind of keeps the whole thing looking really nice. My only complaint with Erika's is she has one strand in particular that has this weird little thing going on. I don't know how to justify it. It just seems like it's randomly there. And everything else looks good, so I just figured I'd mention it. It's not going to bother me, it's right in the back, but I just, wanted to let you all know in case it does bother you for some weird reason. Let's go ahead and get the umbrella out. So what kind of shape that's in. Ooh! First of all, I like that it has a little strap where you would actually go ahead and tie up the umbrella when you're not using it. The inside of the umbrella, this piece is actually also metal, which is quite interesting. And then it just goes like that. Umbrella. I guess you just slide it into her hand like this. This person did not give me directions, by the way. So, good thing this arm comes off. I guess I'll just put it like that. I don't know if it's supposed to be more in her hand or not. And then we'll just pop it like that. Boop. Oh, she looks really cute. The umbrella looks really nice. There is actually a slight shading to the umbrella as well. It's lighter on the edges than it is towards the tip, and I think it looks really good. I really like this figure. Do I like her as much as the Maho one? I'm gonna be honest and say no, I don't think I do. But I do think that they look very cute. And they do go together. So this is how you display them in their standard look without any of the extra pieces together. I think they look really cute together. I also feel like you can display these two separate versus the Nonna and Katusha one, where I think that Nonna looks a little odd if you try to display her on her own. These I actually feel like you can display quite nicely on their own. And putting them together like this really just is kind of a bonus. It doesn't even, in my opinion, enhance the figures in any sort of way. Like, it doesn't make them look better. Whereas again, with the Nonna and Katusha figures, I feel like Nonna really needs Katusha in order to stand out and look really good, because the Katusha one is just objectively better than the Nonna one in my opinion. But in regards to these two, I feel like they both can stand pretty well on their own. They both look really good. So when you put them together, it's just kind of like, okay, now they're standing together versus it enhancing the thing overall. I hope that makes sense. Going ahead and getting the extra pieces out, we have the extra faceplate and the extra umbrella piece. These pieces you got if you pre-ordered the two figures together, I believe, from Kotobukiya when they came out. So they're a bit harder to find, and it's a bit more expensive when you do find them, which is one of the reasons I bought her with the worst box known to man. Getting the pieces out, we have the extra faceplate, which is just her smirking, which is cute. and another arm piece for the umbrella. Taking the stick out, which I guess this is why they had it so you could take the stick out. This makes a little bit more sense to me now. It looks like we put this into here because this one already has the handle in the hand. It does look like that does move though if you want it to. Let's do it all at once. So the faceplate comes out like most Girls und Panzer faceplates. Just plop it on into the hair mold and plop it back into the figure. Oh gosh. So I really like this faceplate. I think it's really cute. I'll probably display her with this one just because I think they're both really good faceplates. I don't feel like the faceplate breaks the original figure at all. I think they both look good. The reason that I really wanted these two was mostly for the umbrella piece, and that is because you have the umbrella. Holy crap. Something always falls. As you can see, now she has her umbrella over Maho, and I think that is 100% adorable. I do feel like when you put them both together like this, her faceplate looks a little weird. I might actually go ahead and switch it back to the original because I will be displaying them together, but the umbrella is just so cute when you have them together like this. I do have a little bit of a concern. When I was putting the umbrella in, or rather the arm in, it did feel a little loose, and I wonder if over time if that will loosen and it will fall. I personally don't care because I'll just put it right back on, but if you're someone who's really worried about like scuffs and things like that, that might be something to look out for because this is a bit heavy since it does have metal as the rod and as well as the, you know, little metal pieces in the top of the umbrella. So the fact that it's outwards and the arm joints right here, it did kind of like feel like it was kind of pulling that way just due to gravity. So just be aware if you are someone who again is afraid of it falling, that is something that you might just want to keep in mind. I actually especially love that the umbrella looks good with Erika, but it matches Maho's outfit. So even though it comes with Erika, if you display them together, it matches with Maho very well, especially it being over her like this. Again, very much love it. I think it's very cute, and I do recommend both of these. I think they are fantastic. If you're gonna go ahead and get the Erika one, I do suggest getting the other umbrella piece because again, I just think if you're displaying them both together, it's important. If you just have her, I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference. It's not really gonna have any bigger effect. In fact, I think when you have just her, it looks kind of dumb. We're not even covering your own head. What the heck are you doing? Personally, I think if you're gonna get them both, get the extra Erika pieces, at least the umbrella piece if you can't find the face piece. I do think that though, if you want to get the umbrella piece, you might have to bite the bullet and get the extra face plate, just so you know, because I don't think I've ever seen just the umbrella being sold, but you never know. Every now and then I see things on Ami where I'm like, wait, you just sell that? So who knows? Maybe you can find it. I just think that these are pretty rare and it's going to be pretty hard to find, but if you're in the waiting game for the long haul, you might as well just wait around. See if it goes up. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this review of the Erika and Maho streetwear figures by Kotobukiya. If you made it this far in the video, I assume you at least somewhat like me. If you could go ahead and give me a like and subscribe, it really helps the channel out. For all of you who have seen my other Erika and Maho video, I know that one did very well. I mentioned shooting a Maho cert, and I still plan on doing that in cosplay. I just have to get a few things together first. I do not own the property that I plan to shoot on, and we also need to buy some ammo. So that will be happening. I've also been kind of waiting till it's a little warmer outside because that's a short skirt and I don't want to freeze my butt off while I'm shooting. Just so you know, if that's something you're waiting on, because I'm sure a good fair amount of you are, that will still be happening. It's just taking a little longer than I kind of had hoped. But anyways, I am a figure collector who collects whatever she wants. I promise at least once a month a Girls und Panzer unboxing or related video, as well as just whatever else I happen to be collecting, picking up, or doing at the time. It may include some DIY, some paintings, some tours, who knows, whatever the heck I really feel like doing that's weeby related, it will end up here. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time.